Hi. A camera which to many people is a special camera is the Super Ikonta. The Super Ikonta is a folding camera which takes 120 film and produces on the back of our 120 film, it produces a very large 6 by 9 centimeter negative. So it's medium format, producing a big large image. That means you will only get 8 images out of a 120 film. However, those 8 photos will be of extremely high quality. This is a camera which was made in Germany between, I think it was 1932 and until about 1953. So you get variations of a model. This is a later model, post-war, and you can tell that through this winding mechanism here. It's got so many nice features. It is one of the, I think, most well-designed cameras, especially of the folding format. The first little design feature is when you release the front, the shutter pops up here. You've got a folding rangefinder. So in order to operate, obviously we need to load a film first. And you would insert a 120 film there, bring it over here, close, wind on. You've got 2 windows. One is for 6:9, which is the first window and the second window is for 2 by 2, or 6 by 6. You could get unfortunately this camera has it missing, you could get a mask so that you would then have a square image, and that square image would be a 6 by 6 image, and you would get 12 of those out of one film. The only problem with that is the lens on here, which is a gorgeous Tessa 105mm 3.5, so that's relatively fast for a medium format camera. For its time it was very fast. Although that is an average lens for 6 by 9, for 6 by 6 that is a bit of a telephoto, well, more of a portrait lens, but ideal if you want to do portraits. Now, getting back to the wonderful features of this camera, as I said, what you've got here is a rangefinder. So if I look through, I've got a viewing window there, and I've got a range. This bit here is for the rangefinder, so I would look through this part here and I can see a double image, and I simply move that curl until I get the 2 images together. So if I'm looking at that door there behind the camera there, at the painting behind the light, that is telling me that is 1.9 meters away, which I think is pretty accurate. So you focus there with this little knob here. The aperture is here, and the shutter speed is here. And the shutter speed goes from 1 second up to a grand 500th of a second. As I said, this is the Tessa lens. This is the Tessa 3.5. There are slightly different variations of this lens, and there are slightly different variations of the shutter. To actually use, so you would, as I said, focus. You would then set the shutter, and if I was filming outside, I would probably go normally for something like 100th of a second. And let's say it's a pretty sunny day, so let's say that's f11. You would probably, there's no meter with this camera, so you would use a separate meter or gauge the light according to experience and knowledge. So you set the aperture there, shutter there, and to actually set the shutter completely, you bring that up here, and then you are ready to shoot here. So you focus, set your shutter, set your aperture, look through the window and fire. Now you do have to write on this word to fire, and then perfect. Okay. It has got a shutter locking mechanism, so you have to write on before it will fire. So in conclusion, really sharp lens, fast lens, good rangefinder. The quality of these is fantastic. With some other cameras you have to watch for leaky bellows. Touch wood, and I have used a number of these. I have never had a bellow issue. The bellows are really well made. I've used both before the war models and pre-war models and post-war models, and both models have operated extremely well. To close the camera, obviously you take the rangefinder down, adjust it there and close and close. Prices vary a tiny bit on this. I would expect to easily pay 130, 140 for one of these in good condition. I've currently on eBay, I've seen them for 250, 320. If you keep your eyes out at a camera fair, I got this from a camera fair for less than that, you might be lucky. But you are buying a camera of quality. The only downside is sometimes you get these little bumps, which are quite well known in in Zeiss. But they are a lovely camera. Most important thing is how they take photographs, and they produce a very high quality image. I've used this a number of times and it has produced some very pleasing images. A really good user camera, plus it's a nice object as well. It makes a nice collectible, but I think cameras are really there to be used, and this is a good usable medium format camera. See if you can find one and have a go with one.